Welcome to the deep dive.
Hey there.
So this is where you bring us the sources, and we really dig in.
Yeah, we try to pull out the key insights, maybe what's hiding just beneath the surface.
Exactly. We want to help you get, properly informed quickly. And today we've got an interesting one. It's actually just a single source you sent over.
Right, an article title.
That's it. The title is Delilah and Jessie Combs Graduate High School Amid Dad Diddy's Trial.
Okay, so yeah, short title, but there's definitely something to unpack there.
Absolutely. So our mission for this deep dive is really specific. Stick only to what this title tells us.
Got it. No outside info, just the headline itself.
Right, and explore that contrast it sets up right away.
Okay, so looking at the title, it gives us two clear pieces of information, doesn't it?
It does. First up, Delilah and Jessie Combs graduating high school.
Which is, a major life event, a milestone.
Definitely. Something usually seen as purely celebratory for a family. Marks an ending, a beginning.
A moment of pride, looking forward, all that stuff.
Yeah, but then the title adds that crucial context. It doesn't just state the graduation fact.
No, it connects it, using that phrase, amid Dad Diddy's trial.
And that word amid? Wow, it's doing some heavy lifting there.
It really is. It immediately signals this happy event isn't happening in, a vacuum.
Exactly. It puts the graduation squarely within this other significant situation, the father's trial.
It's a very direct juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Private celebration versus, a public legal issue.
Yeah, potentially a very difficult or stressful one for the family, you'd assume.
And what's interesting is the source chose to frame it that way in the headline.
Right. They didn't just report they graduated. They specifically highlighted the timing.
They're pointing out that this moment of personal achievement is happening right now, while this other major challenge is also unfolding.
It really kind of forces you to think about how life works, doesn't it?
Yeah, things aren't always neat and tidy.
Good things like graduations, they happen, but they can happen right alongside really tough stuff.
That seems to be the core message the headline is constructed to deliver. It's about that co-occurrence.
It doesn't tell us anything about the graduation ceremony itself.
No, or any details about the trial for that matter.
Just that these two realities are existing at the same time for this family.
Exactly. The insight from the title alone is about navigating joy during difficulty.
Or achievement during stress, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It emphasizes that milestones still happen, life moves forward, even when there are serious external pressures.
So if we're boiling it down based only on this title, the key takeaway is that juxtaposition. A significant personal high point.
A graduate.
And set against the backdrop of a significant public or family challenge.
A trial.
Yeah.
The source highlights that coexistence.
It shows that life isn't always compartmentalized,
Definitely not. Personal life keeps going, even with major external events swirling around. The title captures that precise overlap.
Okay, so wrapping up our look at just this source title.
Yep. Delilah and Jessie Combs graduate high school amid Dad Diddy's trial.
We see the two main facts presented, the graduation and the context of the trial.
And the primary insight we pulled, just from how it's phrased, is how it highlights personal milestones occurring during challenging times.
It frames the graduation through that specific lens. It certainly makes you pause, right? Thinking about navigating those moments.
Yeah, moments where you might feel immense pride or happiness personally.
But there's also this serious difficulty or stress happening at the exact same time.
Which sort of leads to a broader thought, maybe?
Go on.
Well, it makes you reflect on how often major life events, the good ones and the bad ones, actually overlap.
Yeah.
And how that overlap shapes our experience of those moments. How do people manage that?
How do individuals navigate celebrating something personal when something difficult is unfolding right alongside it? That's a really interesting question to ponder.
Definitely something to think about.
All right, that's our deep dive for today, based solely on the source title you provided.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive.